Well, I probably should have taken a video earlier to give you guys an idea of what we're starting with, but I got a little impatient and just started ripping things apart. So give you guys a little bit of a walk around of what's going on. So started stripping things down underneath, got the bumper off, got the shocks, the axles off over here, the links are off over here, basically all of the little stuff, brake lines, everything, it's gone. Just cut the sliders off. I have to grind them down, hit it with the plasma. I mean, that's kind of it from here. You can see, here's the stuff that Caleb did. So we got the NP 203, 205 transfer cases. Caleb had to get pretty crazy custom with this cross member to clear everything, but he did a great job. Built this super beefy cross member, holds everything together, so that's good. 4L80E trans. Got the Sicky oil pan. That's for like a Nissan 240SX, I think is what it came from. So that clears. It's gonna have the front diff in here still. Obviously that stock diff is not gonna hold up very well, so I have to be very, very mindful. Still have to pull the CV axle. This side broke before I took it up, so I just left it out since I knew it was gonna all come apart. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it from down here. These are the SCS F5 or whatever they are wheels that are converted to OMF beadlocks. Sucks that I'm not gonna be able to keep these because I love these. I mean, they look good. I like the color tone and all that stuff. This is just like a Steel It knockoff, and then this is just raw sandblasted ring. But I'm gonna be going to 17-inch wheels, and I'm also going to be going to 6 on 6.5 instead of 6 on 5.5 lugs. So can't keep these, which is a shame, but I'd like to get maybe some Walker Evans. Those are always one of my goals. So let me drop it down and show you. All right, so I'll start back here. You get the kind of the whole view. Took off the tire carrier. So right now, just working on getting everything gutted. Yesterday, pulled the carpet, pulled all the plastic, headliner, sunroof is gonna go. I mean, I'd like to keep the window itself if I can, but I'm not keeping it working because I want to have the roll cage tighter up. It would be kind of cool to have the window, but I might just seal it up, weld it shut. So, but yeah, my goal with the interior of this thing is gonna be stock dash. I love to keep the door panels, not keeping the stock steering wheel. So really the only things that I'm keeping stock on the inside is the door panels and the dash. And I'll show you up front a little bit more in detail. But yeah, I started pulling like the headlight or the tail lights. Let's see, ultra custom, because I kept breaking it. Pulled all the electrical that was running to the back as much as I could. It's just junk. Let me show you up there. It's a little bit cooler up here. This is what Caleb did. So got triple sticks, got the winter style shifter, got the Kibby Tech Hoon handle, push to start, if I can, looking at the video while I'm doing this. Gonna have some rocker switches for, I don't know exactly what yet I'm gonna put here, but it'll have rocker switches for like lights and such. To have a PRP steering wheel that I'm gonna be welding on here. Gonna have to figure out where the dash tube's going through, and you know, it's gonna have to go down here somewhere, the bar or the AA pillar. So I got to figure all that stuff. Got to pull the windshield, got to pull the sunroof, all the tracks and stuff, because I want to get the roll cage as tight as I can to this. I'm actually also going to be, so see how this stuff is all double layered? I'm actually going to be cutting out the inside layer, and I'll be welding the roll cage with, you know, plates to the roll cage to the chassis. That way I can really tuck the roll cage as tight as I can into here. And I'll be doing that on all the pillars. And I'll probably be doing it here too, maybe. I don't know if I really need to right here, but kind of the plan. Try to get everything as tucked nice and neatly as I can, because with the seats I'm running, it's gonna be pretty tight, and I wanna make sure I have as much room as possible, especially with a door bar going through here. I might just do it a little bit of a slope so it's easier to get in, since this is not a race truck. I mean, kind of not a race truck. I'll try to make it a little bit easier to get in and out. And then the fun stuff, which is what Caleb did. Obviously all this is going to be gone. This is just stock stuff. But the fun stuff, this is a LM7 off of a 2006 Tahoe. So it's got the 5.3. Things we did different from just a stock one is it's got headers. I don't even know what brand, probably nothing super special. We did do a sloppy stage 2 cam. This is, I think this is an LS1 intake. That's pretty much it. That's aftermarket in regards to like anything performance wise. That's got aluminum radiator, keeping AC and heat. I think I'll even be able to keep the rear heat as well for the kids. So that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, so he did all the bracketry to get it all mounted. As you saw below, the cross members that he did. This is the kind of the initial, at least mock-up for the engine cage. Still got to kind of figure out where the intake. I'm going to be using one of those, I think they're called like UMP or UMF cartridge style intakes. So I got to figure out where I'm going to put that and kind of make sure everything has room. 'Cause I'll be getting bigger tires and then more up travel, and it'll be wider though, luckily, so I'll have more room here. So still got to figure out if I'm going to keep the stock brake. So I'm going to be upgrading the brakes front and rear. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it for now. I'll be doing some more updates as I get more progress. And I'll show you the, I mean, my backyard's a disaster right now, just from throwing stuff around and having all the kids over, nephews and nieces. Here's a scrap pile. Not sure if I'm going to be able to salvage my rear bumper. I'm probably going to get rid of it just to save weight and just do something super low profile and a little bit simpler than this. I mean, this is already pretty simple, but keep it a little bit simpler. So I'll keep you guys updated. Should be pretty fun. Here's where we're at now though. Next is figuring out where to chop the frame. I'm thinking like right here somewhere, and it's gonna go up somewhere. I'm gonna go up at least another 4 inches or so, and then come back down, and then the mezzanine arm rear suspension. So there's really a lot of shit to package in one area, but I think I'm gonna start here and work it out. And it's gonna be going back about 5 inches further than we're at now. So right now I made a mark. This is where it was. This is where it's gonna be going back to. Also gonna be getting about another 4 inches or so of up travel from the stock frame. So it was already more than stock, but gonna get about another 4 inches more. So a lot of cutting is gonna need to happen. Should be fun. All right, so got the frame cut. The plan from here is frame is gonna go up somewhere like that and then come back down. So it's gonna go up enough so that the axle can go up higher for more up travel and have plenty of room to adjust, how much up travel I need and have and stuff like that. So I'd rather have a little extra room, and then I can set my bumps a little bit lower than that than have like super tight clearances. So the frame used to come here, and I'll be like up here somewhere, something like that. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I mean, you can see this is like some of my early first sheet metal project I ever did. Didn't really hold up well, but also part of it's things kind of got crushed from rocks and my brother hitting me with the back of his Jeep, or the front of his Jeep in the back of mine. So yeah, next step is I'm gonna get the links mocked up. I have those PVC pipes. I'm gonna extend the links, 5 inches. I'm gonna make these, 5 inches longer because I'm gonna push the wheelbase back about 5 inches. Then I'm gonna cut the floor out, and then I'm gonna cycle this up and figure out where my travel is gonna be. Then I'll start clearancing some of this and all of this. Basically all this is gonna be gone. I think I'm gonna stop it probably around here-ish. And then, yeah, I mean, something like that. Still so much cutting I need to do, but it's progress. We'll see. Hopefully next weekend I can make some more progress.